Welcome back to another video, everyone. Today we're going to be revisiting one of the most disliked Crash games in the series. And you already know what it is, because it's probably in the thumbnail. But that game is Crash Mind Over Mutant. Part of the Titans series, you know, of course we had Crash of the Titans and then this released. You know, they have their fans, people like them. I'm a fan of Titans, less of a fan of Mind Over Mutant, but I still like those games. But generally both of those games are kind of disliked by a lot of fans. But looking at those two specifically, I think Mind Over Mutant is the one that gets a bit more hate from people, really. However, I wanted to revisit this game because there are a few things that I think it does better than Titans. One of them being the cutscenes. If you've played this game, you know that all of the cutscenes are in various different art styles. And I think that's one of the unique things about this game that I think they did really well. Probably one of my favorite parts of it, I think. We're going to see a completely different art style in a cutscene in about 2 minutes when this one's finished. But if you weren't aware, if you didn't know about the story of Mind Over Mutant, here you go. They have this device. It transforms innocent little animals into gigantic beasts. And Cortex has a brilliant idea. Mass produce them. You know, there were a few things a lot of people didn't like about these games, whether it be the whole diversion from platforming and whatnot and being more of a beat-em-up style game, or the character design changes. They changed pretty much everyone, including Aku Aku and Uka Uka, who look drastically different in these games to their usual designs. You know, I don't mind some of them. I really don't mind the Crash design. I don't think it's bad at all. Uka Uka and Aku Aku, while I don't think they are bad, I also don't think there was a need to change them in the first place, you know? Here we have another cutscene, like I said, in a completely different style.
Oh, stupid thing, work! If I get this Doominator eye working, we'll have the best entertainment system of all time. It'll play games, watch movies, and dispense butter. It'll be the mother of all TiVos! Woohoo!
That does sound good.
Crash, to get this thing working, I'll need a bunch of parts. Here's a list. First up is the Capacitron by my house.
So we need to go and fetch a bunch of shite for Coco. Starting with that. Obviously, you know, Crunch and Coco get tricked into wearing one of those devices that Neocortex has been producing. Oh, that's one thing that I always tricks me every time I play this game. Essentially, in Titans, when you jump and mash X, you glide. Here, if you do that, it sends you straight down. So there's plenty of times in Mind Over Mutant when you're jumping over a gap and you want to extend your jump a little bit, and you just plummet straight to your death. Anyway, let's collect this for Coco. Another feature that I really enjoyed about this game over Titans is that they actually kind of put more emphasis on the Titan abilities, so they can do a few more things. And on top of that, you can actually store Titans. So let's say you've got a Ratsicle, but you want to hijack a different Titan, or you need to use its abilities for a certain section. You can actually store the Titan, and then when you're done with that section, bring him back out. Just the additions in general that they brought to this game are quite nice. And it might sound like, what's the problem with the game then? It sounds like you're giving it quite a lot of praise. What's the issue? The issue is the open world type of gameplay, I guess. It's open in a sense that you can go to various different locations at different points. The problem is there's just so much backtracking and none of it is interesting. None of it is interesting in the slightest. I've only played this game through once or twice a few years ago when I did it for a video. I never really played it growing up. I didn't like it. I'm trying to remember what the boss fights were in this game. Were they good? Because in Titans, boss fights were garbage. Boss fights in Titans were, I think, some of the most rubbish boss fights in the entire series. Why? Because they were literally just like hit a few targets with this Titan's ability. The only good, I think, boss fight from Titans was the Uka Uka boss fight. The engine fight, Tiny Tiger, they were all really bad. What's over here though? Nothing. Well, obviously an alternate way to get back here. I have to boot. I will kick every one of you. There's obviously a few things here that I can't really do anything with right now until I get certain abilities. Okay, let's not jump off the edge nearly. Again, can we, come on, surely I can do regular wall jumping. Thank you. Nearly butchered that. Give me that 2 times mojo, please. Let's get that
To
doll.
use this crash, you'll need a little help from a friend. Another person balancing on the other end would make it much easier.
Or you could just jump to the other side like a normal person would do. What? That was a bit of useless advice, Aku Aku. I'm not gonna lie there, mate. Right, there's all the Coco parts.
Well done.
Let's go back to Coco then. Give her these parts.
Give me this stuff and let's fire this sucker up.
Are you tired of having too many gadgets cluttering your life?
There's got to be a simpler solution.
And now there is! Ladies and gentle mutants, I present to you the NV! Access any file, talk to your disgusting friends, watch pay-per-view, and Julian fries!
I mean, I'm sold on it.
It's my great pleasure to announce that this handsome product will arrive at the doors of Wumpa Island inhabitants free of charge. From the people that brought you the electric spoon, and I can't believe it's not Tolstoy. Call now and you'll also receive neckbeard in a can. Got a problem? Spray some hair on it.
Neck beard in a can. Discord mods are gonna love that one. Fetch the mail, right? This is where everything goes to shit, I suppose, because this is the device itself in the mail. Again, it was given to us for free. So, what could go wrong? I guess the rest of this game. How convenient that Crash couldn't use it.
I forgot what I was going to say. Wait, I got it. Kill the bandicoots with violence and new holes.
Can't talk? Watching monkeys. Look at a monkey. Oh, right in his own mouth.
Looks like it's just you and me, Crash.
Yeah, let's beat these fellas up, because, you know, Crunch is over here watching content. Find engine! Alright, let's go find engine then. I think we will run into a Titan, right? Up here. That is one of the things I like about the game, and the additions that they made to the Titans. You can actually, you know, affect the environment with the Titan's abilities. It's not just like, oh, Retzicle has an ice attack. Like, yeah, they have ice attacks, but they can also do other things now as well. And that's what I like the most. Let's try our new dodging. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. So, that's one of the abilities that he's got. Okay, there we go. So look, you can store a mutant. You know, there's loads of sections where you can't use a mutant because you have to do platforming, you have to go climbing along the walls and stuff. But in this game, you can just put a Titan away, you go through the section, and then when you're done, you can just be like, okay, let's go. And that's another thing, like, you can actually use the Titans in more than just one way. More than just like, oh, let's hijack this guy so we can defeat all the other big guys, or defeat the smaller guys really easily. You actually get to use them, and there's different Titans in this game that weren't in Crash of the Titans. One of them being the, what was it, Telekinesis Titan? The one that can actually move objects and pull blocks out of walls and stuff. Sorry, buddy. No! Guy nearly fell off.
When you freeze water blasts, you can use a heavy attack to break through them.
Or you can just jump over them. I guess it doesn't really matter. Here's that alternate exit I was talking about.
What are you doing here? Get out of my special place! I haven't cleaned or shaved.
Ugh, you're totally nuts. Punch him in the throat.
Not my throat! I need that for swallowing!
Get off our island.
I'm sorry. I'm not here to take your message right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep! I'm going. It was worth a shot.
Engine, one of the best characters in the entire series. So like, again, right here, I need to do this little
Crash,
jumping, and
I can store your Titan for you, so you can...
I already know Aku Aku. Shut up. And the Titan noise is so weird sometimes. Like, they'll be silent, and then every now and then you'll just get the... Like, every now and then just a... Yeah, I think Coco is the first boss. Let's do this before we end off the video. It's a unique boss fight, to say the least. You have to, I think she's firing flaming basketballs at you. And then Crunch escapes. Crunch, you fight him later on in the game.
At least it's a dry here. You can't take my new toy. Stop doing that. It's your malfunction. It burns! It burns! Hi. We'll destroy you for this! Hello?
Coco, you're back to normal. The NV loaded you up with some sort of dark mojo.
Let's go talk to Nina.
Coco! I think that NV gave you brain damage.
Look, she'll be on the outs with Cortex after all her shenanigans. Face it, she's our only lead.
I think to talk to Nina, you have to go through the Ratical Kingdom. Or you have to travel there, and then it'll be like, you need the key, and then you have to travel all the way back. And then you have to go all the way back there just to go and meet Nina. And you spend about 5 minutes in the Academy of Evil. But anyway, that is Crash Mine over Mutant. Certainly not the worst game in the series. I think we all know what game is the worst, you know, Crash Boom Bang. It's definitely something I would play over some other games in the series, but definitely not a perfect game by any means, and the backtracking seriously brings it down quite a bit for me. But let me know what you think about Mind Over Mutant down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video.